Hey, Cal Forever. Just wanted to do a second video for today, I guess. It's not like a part 2 video of more of my experiences with extraterrestrials, but this is not necessarily extraterrestrials, but I think that it's kind of interconnected, where I've seen men in black in my mind's eye, like in an inner vision, and they always have a black suit and a black tie and then a white suit coat or whatever, a white suit shirt, and you can never see their faces, but you can tell who they are, because I mean, what other kind of spiritual entity is going to come up to you with a black, that looks like a men in black, right? And I don't know if they're good or bad, and I don't know why they were connecting with me. I don't know if they were messing with me, because I kind of do think that they might have been messing with me, so I'll kind of elaborate on some stories and my experiences. So I started seeing them when I first moved here to Arizona, and I was uploading videos, and it seemed like every time I would upload a really good video, the internet would cut out. And so I was kind of thinking, I'm like, I wonder if they don't want me to upload certain videos. I don't know if that's true or not, but that was just something noteworthy. So I'm trying to think of other experiences where I'm just pretty much seeing them in an inner vision and not really knowing what they're doing or what they want. I had this one experience when I moved into my apartment in Sedona, and I was laying in bed, and I was experiencing a lot of like kind of dark energies and anxiety, and one of them I tuned into, I heard like Maricopa County, which is like in Phoenix, and I don't know if I was clearing collective or what, just like some dark energies, I guess. But then around that time, I was laying in bed and I was meditating, and there was 2 of them in my kitchen, not physically, but remote viewing me, and one of them had their hand stretched out, and they were reading and pulling energy out of the top of my head. I don't know if they were reading my energy or exactly what they were doing, but it was around the time there was this cosmic wave event in Sedona, and I went to this event, and Tom Dongo spoke there. I'd never heard of Tom Dongo, but he was on TV for the Bradshaw Ranch incidents. He wrote all the books about aliens. He's had his own experiences with the men in black, and I talked with him in person, and he's like, it's probably the NSA. That's who was monitoring me. I'd make a note of that. So I got to kind of like think, like, why the NSA? Why is it the NSA? And you think like, oh, National Security Association. Like, I'm in contact with extraterrestrials that are helping me. So they have some sort of interest over me because of that, maybe? As like a threat to national security or something? I don't know. It kind of scares me a little bit. So, to get back to another experience, this was when I was back in Nebraska, visiting my family, and I was having a hard time with energies and dealing with my parents, and there was one night I couldn't sleep, and there was just this entity. I don't know if it was an unconscious aspect of myself or if it was an NSA psychic agent like fucking with me, but he was just like mad, and just this like metallic, solid, like electromagnetic metallic like entity or being just in my face, and I'm like, who are you? What do you want? Is kind of what I was telepathically asking it. And I allowed myself to verbally express words, and I was like, Tom Dongo. And it didn't really register at the time, but I think the reason why I verbalized Tom Dongo was because it was that experience at the Cosmic Wave event where Tom Dongo was like, oh, it's the NSA. So anyways, I couldn't go to sleep and kind of had a rough day. I was just pushing through some emotions and self-soothing and loving myself. And I ended up exploding on my dad just out of the blue for like no reason. And it could have been repressed anger, but it could have not, because I ended up exploding on my dad. My dad called the police, and I ended up having to go to the mental hospital. And then they like forced me on drugs. It was a shitty experience. But when I first got to the mental hospital, I'm sitting in meditation, and it's like I'm not in my body, and I feel really uncomfortable. And I was seeing the NSA agents again, the men in black. And I didn't let it bother me. I didn't really try to let my mind get off like, holy shit, maybe they were fucking with me. And that was the whole reason why I blew up on my dad. And because they're trying to sabotage me and push me into a mental hospital or get myself in trouble because they don't like me. They don't want me to wake people up. I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if I just was angry about a lot of situations, but I was not myself. It was like I was possessed. It was like I was possessed. This is making me feel kind of angry because I love my family. I feel really bad about acting like that. And it might not even be me. I did a lot of crazy things last summer. And it might have been because of that. But right now, like, there's so many extraterrestrials. They're my family. They love me, taking care of me. There's all this beautiful blue energy. I'm connected with my future partner, and I feel so protected. And, you know, I think, like, what am I to the NSA? I'm not, like, really out in the open and necessarily waking a bunch of people up. I want to. I think mostly my role is just anchoring in the light. I wish more people watched my YouTube videos, but if you don't have some video that's part of the fad, or tarot readings, or twin flames, just like things like that, it seems like you don't necessarily get a lot of views. And so that's kind of why I'm doing these extraterrestrial series, Men in Black, and hopefully I'll get more views and spike some interest in people. I just want to share the throat singing and wake people up through that. I think that's cool. I think that's really powerful. But Cal Forever here. Thanks for listening.